I think we should be recording now. Are we recording? Yes, we are. Okay, sweet. So we're recording. I'm going to record this and just put it privately so you all can see it later, and Oni can watch it, and you all can watch next week and stuff like that. So,
okay.
Unless y'all want it out there in the world, but I don't think so. I would guess probably not.
Just let you know, if you ever do want to share it publicly, I am okay with it. You have my consent. Just to put it out there.
They had informed me, but they've actually seen. There's actually a couple. If you want to go back, I'll show you the link to them later. From one of the sessions where they fought the giant demon that basically had to jump to victory.
Yeah,
it makes much more sense.
Not all sessions were recorded, but
no, just a little. Just
some info on my comrades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an interesting adventure. Let's just phrase it that way.
Yeah. Interesting.
A very ghetto method of demon banishment.
Yeah, well. I mean, it would have gone better had you not beat your head against the wall for 4 sessions.
Yeah.
The problem solving was not of the greatest quality. That's that adventure.
What was that?
That's why I said there's
Our problem solving.
that's something we need to work on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think you'll be happy to have me on board because I am a tactical player. I'm a lot better at being a tactical player than an offense player. So
Forward
My,
making you rails.
the other game I just joined that I've been playing, I wanted to try something new that's different from what I normally play. So I made a halfling barbarian, and that's been interesting.
Oh, those are always fun.
Yeah, it was much different than what I'm used to being.
All right.
Usually like a spellcaster type, anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Who's running the recap? Who would like to recap the entirety of the information?
Nope.
I'll do it.
If anything, I need the refresher.
Yeah.
I mean, I have actual physical notes. I can do the refresher.
If you want to, sure.
Marxo?
Mhm.
You go by that, Marxo?
Yes.
You forgot to, tell me how my character is going to, be...
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
I will send you a message and
I did make her an adventurer type, so it would be easy to work her in. Because I don't know where you guys are, I don't know how to work her into your story.
That's fine.
right now they're in town. They're fixing to head to it.
Town called
Okay, so I will.
Well, they're in town, that makes it a lot easier.
Actually, you won't be there. Don't worry, you won't be there, but that'll be okay. I've got a perfect plan. It may take a little bit, so I'm sorry, but I have an idea. Assuming they follow the plan. So, guys, the plan that you all don't know about, I need you to take it step by step and go exactly where I need you to go. Okay? So, if you could just do that for me.
All right, let's just leave town immediately.
We must chase the MacGuffin.
Yeah.
The Magic MacGuffin, owned by Plot Point McPlot Point.
Yeah.
If
I'm
they
okay
don't
with
follow
being
your
real.
plan, you can message me privately and I can help you work it out.
Don't worry, I've learned to wing it with this group. Trust me, I've learned to wing it. Alright, so as you all might recall, a month or so ago, you all had y'all were sent to investigate a opened kind of area, like a cave-in or a sinkhole or something like that it caved in.
Tower.
Yes, that had appeared underneath a kind of a collapsed wizardry tower.
Yeah.
I hear somebody didn't go well for them. As you recall, Theanos, an ancient elven mage, was underneath. He had been set free. You fought his drow mage henchman.
Yeah.
And then you fought him.
Well, fought, quote unquote.
Yeah,
I mean, there was combat.
Yeah, not much.
there was.
Did he wipe the floor with
We
you?
didn't do anything, but there was.
Poor things.
That's one way to put it. Wipe the floor.
Would somebody like to explain exactly what happened in that combat? Because I can recall.
He used time stop,
Yeah, he froze us in time,
and then he just bailed.
well, he did attack us after he froze us and did some pretty nasty damage, but then left shortly after.
I remember somebody being electrocuted to a very severe margin, as I recall, and somebody being slashed with acid, and a few other minor issues that occurred, as I recall.
Yeah, it was painful.
It wasn't that painful. Come on, you were frozen in time. You didn't even feel it.
Uh-huh.
You just
Felt it later.
yeah.
It resumed.
felt it like a soccer player feels being lightly tapped by a player on the opposite team.
Sort of. But then after that, you all retreated. You went back to Noah. You messaged Frisk, you messaged Telk, and more, and you received no response.
Yep. Which is strange, because as long as they're in the same dimension, we should receive it.
Yes. You returned to Lord Friska's manor to find him gone. You also sent to Telk and found him to be gone. For reasons you are unsure of.
Right.
Do you remember how you all came to determine the need for the compass? Or how you were going to get the compass? Who helped you there?
Well, it was because,
It was that Dragonborn
We
guy.
No.
what were you saying, Sock? Sorry. You were cutting in and out.
It was the Dragonborn guy.
Oh, yeah. Because that's right.
Do you remember the name of the Dragonborn?
I do
have
not.
It written down. I have it written down. Wait. It's Sagium.
I really should be writing this shit down.
See? I
Yeah.
did take notes, Dia. I did.
I'm so glad you did.
You proud of me?
I am, because you managed to take notes.
We're all
Yeah.
proud of you.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of like your kid winning the Apprentice Mission World proud, but, you know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all good.
But you remember you all didn't threaten, but you informed him of the bounty. You reminded him of such things as he was hidden in the woods, up in a tree loft.
Mm-hmm.
You reminded him of the fact that there is a bounty and that you all were more than happy to leave him peacefully if he gave you the information that you all needed, and he did so.
Mm-hmm.
At which point you all were informed to find the compass of the purpose of interdimensional location.
Oh, so that's what it's called now?
Yes, that's what it was called. What'd y'all call it?
Compass of
Compass
finding.
of Finding. That's what you told us.
No. You all mistaken that one because it's the compass of interdimensional location.
Interdimensional location.
Yes.
I'll fix that then, because I could have sworn you said Compass of Finding, but...
Well, I don't know what you all got because my notes say something very, very different here.
Okay.
You can call it the compass of finding. I think somebody did. Probably. I think somebody said we'll just call it the compass of finding.
Maybe.
Because it's not easy. But I'm not going to point fingers.
Okay. Alright.
Because I don't... Yeah, whatever. So you are out to the compass. Do you remember who told you how to find the compass?
Well, there was a lead from when Laura Leth was trying to get a magic items dealer through Kazel,
Mm-hmm.
magic antiquities shop owner.
Uh-huh.
And so she met up with this gentleman and had us talk to him, and he told us of this compass that was located deep in the Chamhurst Grove inside the Tormented Crypt. And that not even the most intrepid magic item gatherers, or whatever you call them, would go in there, because it's just that dangerous.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Rollum informed you that in the Chamhurst Grove, there is the Tormented Crypt. He told you it was a large underground complex that was full of different beings, elementals, and so forth. The grove was full of wild animals, feral druids. It was a very dangerous adventure you were undertaking to begin with, and that nobody had succeeded.
Yep. Nobody had left alive.
Fourth is apparently immune to frightened, charmed, and possessed.
I meant to just read it, but I clicked to use it.
Oops.
We'll fix that. Oh, you don't show actually having it. Okay. But you all had not left town yet.
Nope.
Y'all had made the decision. We ended the session, and then we got, due to real life being what real life is sometimes, we did not get a chance to continue on. So you all are still in town.
Yep.
You are able to do as you see fit. Luther and Faradin Faradin has arrived, and Luther is, they're relatively busy at the moment, so they are not able to...
Way of pronouncing Ferdinand, but okay.
Yeah, I guess it is Ferdinand. I'm just looking over here. Alright, I don't care. I'm going to call him what I want to call him. He's Ferd.
Okay.
Ferdin.
Birdie.
Faramir from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. He has arrived. They are off busy, dealing with some minor things.
Mm-hmm.
What do you all wish to do?
Loreleth wants to go to the guard captain.
Okay.
So that's where she's headed.
Okay. What about else?
I personally wanted to go talk to Cozelle to see if she has any scrolls for.
Okay. So, but you saw. What is Edelard going to do at this moment?
He's probably gonna go to the inn and play cards or something.
Okay.
Shocking.
Just being casual about.
Are you just playing casual cards, or are you going to gamble?
Probably just casual.
Okay. Alright. So, we will start with the guard captain.
Okay.
Whether you're able to wander out and head to the guard captain's office with relative ease. People know who you are. You all know. You're known in the town. It's not a big secret who you all are at this point.
Exactly. I'm able to just get in.
Yes.
Okay. So Loreleth, when she walks in, going to greet the guard captain warmly and inform him that we have found a way to locate Telk and Lord Frisk.
The guard captain will kind of scratch his chin and think, that is very good, but I feel there is something you are failing to mention when you say it that way.
Loreleth will not. Yes, unfortunately, it requires the procurement of a magical item that is located deep within the Chamhurst Grove. Are you familiar with this location?
He will look at you confused and go, I am unfamiliar with such a grove. Is there a reason why I should be?
There is a lot of dangerous wildlife for certain, but it's what lies within that grove. A crypt. And deep underneath that crypt is filled with all sorts of dangerous, hostile creatures. No one has ever gone there and come back alive.
Very well. I cannot send any of my men, unfortunately. I suspect your party, you are some of the best adventurers in the area. I suspect you might, if anybody is going to accomplish this task, it would be you.
Yes, we fully intend to head there. It is concerning, but it is something we must do to save both Telk and Lord Frisk. But any help that we might be able to procure would obviously be necessary in this instance.
What kind of assistance might I be able to provide? I am unsure how I might be able to assist you at this moment.
Well, if we can safely get through the Chamhurst Grove, then we can delve into the crypt. So I suppose, hoping there was some way you could, but perhaps that is out of your abilities.
I would not be able to secure you passage through such a grove I might have been unfamiliar with.
That's true. Do you know of... It pains me to ask this, but do you know of anybody that may be willing to help?
Taking on a dangerous mission is not something most people would do at the best of times. I cannot fathom anybody beyond your own selves who would have the ability and the capabilities to take on this mission and not be anything more than a burden. If this wizard you talk about has returned and he returns to this town, we must have the strength here to fight him. But at the same time, you must acquire the items that you seek. So we're in an impasse, I believe. I cannot spare any of my own men, and I don't know of too many people who would even have the will, let alone the strength, to undertake such a task.
Yes, I see. Even if it was for rescuing somebody, I see.
Yes, I'm sorry I cannot be of any greater assistance, but my resources are limited, as you must understand.
I understand. Well, in any other case, I just wanted to keep you informed.
I am greatly appreciative that you have done so.
Nods. And she takes a sigh. If we do not return... She pauses for a minute.
Then we are all doomed.
Yes.
So I suggest you return.
Yes.
Because otherwise, everybody is doomed.
Well, we will ensure that we will succeed. And then she will just go ahead and leave. Having kind of mixed feelings right now.
Okay. Alright, so you wander out. Meanwhile, Forth will arrive at Kozel's magical emporium. Kozel will greet you warmly as you enter. Ah, Mr. Forth! Welcome back. That was a rather quick trip, I believe you took. I believe you just left this morning.
Yes, we acquired our information we needed, and I'm back to see if you may have some supplies.
Well, what supplies might I be able to acquire for you, or have? I am but a magic emporium.
Well, I'm needing some scrolls, some warlock scrolls. I don't know if you may even have them.
I might. Possibly. What kind of scroll are you looking for?
I need a scroll of hex.
A scroll of hex. She looks interesting. Oh, a hex scroll. That is
I know how warlock magic can be a fickle thing, so that's why I was coming to.
Yes. Let me see. I will check in a moment. She goes rummaging. You see her kind of walk in there and start rummaging through a small book. Like a small book folder kind of thingy. She goes, Ah, yes. And you see her roll one up. He goes, a scroll of hex. I do have one.
So how much for the scroll?
Ah, a scroll of that magnitude would be about 40 gold, sir.
A price I could totally go for. So yeah, 40 gold then.
Ah, yes. Thank you. I'm much appreciative. And she'll hand you over the scroll. Is there anything else I might be able to assist you with, sir?
I believe that will be it. I thank you for everything you have done.
You are most welcome. All right.
And I guess I'll make my way back towards the end.
Okay. You have a scroll of hex. Did you add that to your stuff?
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, cool. Alright, you have your scroll of hex. Is there anything anybody else would like to do? Now's the time.
Probably go buy a healer's kit.
Okay, you can find a basic healer's apothecary healer's kit relatively simply.
Okay. Alright. And it's just, let's see, hang on. Do items. Let's see, how much is it? So it's 5 gold?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Just gonna go ahead and pick that up.
Okay.
And let's see. Did the Fletcher have any arrows that were better than the plus ones, or?
No.
Okay. That's what I thought.
He did not.
Is there anybody else that sells arrows?
No.
Okay. I think so. What the heck else was I gonna get? Crud, hang on a second. Oh yeah. Well, should I get that? Nah, screw it, I don't need it. He says, well, probably gonna need that. So I think I'm alright.
Okay.
Does anyone need to pick up any potions of healing? I have 3 on myself. Just throwing it out.
I have 1.
You have 2 on me, so give Eldalar 1 maybe. I edited my gold right, Mark, so I think so.
Let me see. Looks right as far as I can tell.
Yeah, I think it's right.
Then again, I wasn't looking at your character sheet, so I don't know what it was before. I assume it's right.
Yeah, I think it's right.
That's fine.
Okey-dokey. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Anyone doing anything else?
I believe I'm good if we want to head on out towards the grove.
Okay.
Okay. Without
All right.
without Luther and Ferdinand. Yes.
They're just over there getting drunk.
They're exceptionally tied up at the moment. Handling family business, apparently. They inform you that they will catch up with you as soon as they are able.
Very well then. We shall head out then.
Okay.
And Just head out.
All right, so you all loaded the wagon. You and Xander has got the wagon prepared and ready to go. He's resupplied and things like that for the horse. No problems there. And you all begin heading towards the grove.
Okay.
You all travel for a while. It's a not a problem. You don't have to. You're traveling on the roads. You do know you have to leave the road eventually. Because obviously you're heading into a grove and not straight through the forest into a grove that nobody goes into.
Right. Yeah.
All right, you reach a spot where you know you turn off. Some days of travel. I mean, you're not. It's several days travel. You're talking a decent chunk of time. So it's not like it's not like the next hour. It's a long trip. But you're able to turn off the road and head up towards the grove.
Okay.
And as you do, the area around you begins to get a little darker. The sun seems to be a little more shaded. It's not. You don't just hit this edge where there's no trees and then there's trees. The trees just kind of get a little thicker and a little thicker and a little thicker. They went from just a couple trees to some more trees and some more trees. Eventually, it starts to become kind of shady in the areas a lot. It's getting thicker. The ground's getting much more. There's much more thick foliage underneath the ground, or on the low level of the ground, and you begin to kind of pass into areas where it becomes less controlled, less orderly.
Would Loreleth know of any natural explanation for any of this?
I mean, you would think the force is kind of growing wild and expanding beyond its own natural borders where it would normally be, and instead is spreading out and pushing beyond where it's kind of in areas where it's not as being pruned back, basically.
So it's unnatural.
Semi unnatural.
Okay.
It's the force is it's kind of a wild thing, and it's kind of a chaotic thing. It's kind of pushing, it's kind of spreading out, and it's without the kind of the calming influence of the order of the mortal world, it's free to kind of grow as it sees fit, and it kind of spreads out. So.
Right.
But you all continue traveling, and you start to get to the point where the forest is starting to get very thick now. It's getting immensely thick. Travel is becoming much more difficult.
Okay. Well, Loreleth will make sure to lead the way, since she has favored terrain.
Okay.
So, unless magic shit happens, you can't get lost.
Yeah. Well, you do know that it's becoming very thick because the wagon is having trouble, and it's very slow going at this point.
Right. Yeah.
So, you all continue on though, and it is starting to get somewhat dark now. What is your plan for camp? As it's becoming to the point where darkness is becoming a concern.
Okay. Just find a relatively untree-filled area, and
that's about 3 days. That's about a half a day's travel back that direction.
Is there a place that we can just clear up the underbrush and kind of have a place?
Just kind of making a small clearing.
Yeah.
Loreleth's going to be a bit bothered by this, but she understands some location to set down at. Tell herself that some unnatural magic stuff interfering with the thing or whatever.
So you're able to clear out an area. And you're able to kind of move the cart around and put some kind of tarps over top so you can kind of get some, like a covering to rest underneath. Yeah. Watch order, by chance?
Guess Loreleth will go first.
Okay.
So you want me to roll?
I will roll. Don't worry.
I can roll.
Adelard, do you want to take second watch, or do you want me?
I'll do it.
Okay. All right, Lorelith, you take watch. You hear sounds, standard woodland sounds, but you don't hear anything particular standing out to you.
Okay.
All right, but your watch passes uneventfully, other than excessive amounts of sounds. It's very it's surprisingly loud.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of wildlife.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
All right. So Edelar, you're up.
All right.
You're watching. Ooh. Okay. You hear sounds, but they're different.
How so?
Make a nature check.
Hmm.
They seem much more. How do I put this? They seem less chaotic than before.
So
like they're not. They're a little more coordinated, shall we say?
So like footsteps.
No, not really footsteps. More like howls and whistles and calls and things like that.
Hmm.
Okay. You hear in the distance a rustling of birds, kind of all flying away rapidly.
Hmm.
You also hear a dog in the very background.
Someone doing some late night hunting.
You don't suspect it's hunting. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to get a little closer. Not too close, but just close enough to see what's going on.
How much? What? Okay, so how far away from the rest of the group are you getting? I'm asking leading questions. I know.
About how close does the disturbance seem to be?
I mean, it's off in the darkness.
Okay, so you can't really tell.
No. He's unable to pinpoint its exact location.
Right.
But it's basically like the world around you is just kind of darkness. I mean, you have obviously dark vision, but it's still darkness out beyond that.
Yeah.
And you can't really kind of get past that. Your perception of what's going on is limited to a little beyond your field of vision, as to giving an exact direction and things like. Well, you can get a direction, but you can't get a pinpoint location of it's
Right, yeah.
500 feet that way.
Right.
I guess I'll move up 50 feet, I guess.
Okay. All right. Let me see. No, what?
I'll try to move as quietly as possible.
Okay. Make a stealth roll. Okay. Okay. Alright. You hear loud footsteps coming your way. Multiple sets. Rapidly approaching.
I'm gonna take cover behind a tree.
Okay. 1 second. Don't I want this. Yeah, this one works better. Yeah, that one looks better. Alrighty. So give me just 1 second while I get you all squared away. Remove that one, remove that one, and
This sounds interesting.
it could very well be.
Troll in the dungeon.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll like it more like that. Yeah, that looks much more likely. Anything? Okay, that'll work. That'll work. Actually, there's one other thing I want to see. No. See, is there anything else I need up for this? No. Give me a second. Just get out of the set. Wasn't quite what I had planned, but
It's all good.
you know how this goes.
So Eldalar's hiding behind a tree while the rest of the party's
Sleeping.
asleep. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't have some of my stuff on here, but that's okay. Alrighty. Okay, cool. So this is what you have. Eldalar, you notice one second while I get them out there. You see 4 werewolves come running up, looking, sniffing.
Oh,
Oh my.
Yeah,
that's not good.
it's not great.
Nope.
All right. I need everybody to roll initiative for me, please.
Even the sleeping peoples.
They will. They'll be in the surprise round. Eldalar is not surprised. Thank you.
Funny how I didn't even bother rousing.
So you all hear them approaching. You can hear them, as they run up, but you are unable to act so far. Werewolf 1, however, Eldalar, is unaware of your presence. So 30. This one will run up, but he's unable to attack. So actually, no, I think I can actually see that. I did not know that. That should not be on there. Hang on, 1 second. Oh, no, it will actually show you because they're visible. Duh. Yes. I'm brilliant, I swear I'm good at this. 5, 10, 15, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. He will run to here. 4th, you're skipped, you're not in the suppression round. Eldalar, however, You're able to act. You see them come running up, and you see them charge at your sleeping companions.
All right.
You had a really good stealth roll, by the way. It was quite useful for the, the werewolves.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try to sneak up to this one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give him a little backstab.
You're trying to sneak up to him?
Yes.
Make a, hang on.
Another stealth roll.
I'll do that. I will handle that myself. Thank you kindly. Okay. So you think you're stealthed?
All right.
He does not seem to be aware of your presence at the moment as you stealth up to him in the shadows.
All right. I will make my attack then. Do I get advantage because he doesn't see me?
You would.
All right.
That hits.
Sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that auto crits because he didn't notice me.
Does it? Does it?
Is that your
For my,
assassin thing?
Yeah.
So when you get a drop on your enemies, you have advantage on the attack rolls on a creature that hasn't taken its turn to combat. In addition, when you hit any hit you score against a creature that is surprised, it's a great one. He is not surprised.
Okay.
You have advantage, but he's not technically surprised
Okay.
because he is not in the surprise. He is aware, like he's in combat, so you didn't
Yeah.
get the drop on him technically.
Okay.
You get the drop on him, but you didn't get the quote unquote like you didn't surprise him to the point where he didn't react. Like he was just taking another action, basically.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes any sense. But he takes all that damage, every bit of it, as you stab him in the back.
Then I'll hit him with my offhand.
I hit. All right, so it takes 6 more points of damage. He is wounded. You all can see that he is, decently wounded.
All right, now I'm gonna yell out to everyone, "Wake up, guys! We got werewolves!"
Norlith, you begin to wake, but a little late.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 15.
Seeing that they're already
30.
descended upon us, it's like, gee, thanks.
Yeah. That one's going to move to there. He's going to charge. That's as far as he can go. Wolf 2 will see Eldalar. He will charge up to Eldalar, but he cannot attack.
I'm sandwiched.
Werewolf 1 will turn around and swing at you. As you stab him in the back, he is very unhappy. And he will turn around and claw at you.
Rightfully so.
13 misses. He will try and claw at you again. A hit for 7 damage.
Oof.
Werewolf 4... Werewolf 4 will continue up and attack Lorelith. And he will go for a bite. Hit. Alright, you take 7 points of damage. You succeed on your con save. You got lucky. Fourth, You are aroused by the sounds of battle in front of you. You awake to Edelar yelling at you and a werewolf. Basically, you see blood from the werewolf being attacked. And he's basically over top of you, but he's now turned and facing Edelar.
All right, so I guess I have to use half my movement to get up from
Yes. Yes, you do. You are laying prone.
and then will I still be able to attack?
Oh, yeah, you can still attack. You just have to use half your movement.
All right, so I will swing at werewolf number.
Okay. That hits. And that wounds.
All right, I will do second attack at the same guy.
Okay.
Wait, would I have advantage on this since he's attacking Elder?
Let's go with no.
Okay.
As you just woke up. That hits. Alright, so he takes that. So he will take that. He is very wounded at this point. You have done a substantial amount of damage to him.
So that's my 2, and I will.
Okay. Eldelar, you're up.
Wait, so is Werewolf 1 dead?
No.
Oh.
Why is it listing as unconscious? Okay. I was adding a thing and it added unconscious while I was at it. Sorry.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to keep attacking him.
Okay. He is very wounded though. But he does seem but he does seem rather unhappy.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Also, do I get advantage?
You would now, yes. You would, as you were already engaged and not drowsy, and Fourth is now here.
I see.
Actually, you would not, because you are being attacked by werewolf too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right. You're being flanked. You're being flanked by the flank.
Yeah. Well.
Okay.
Crit.
Go ahead and kill him. He didn't have enough HP left, so just go ahead and finish him off. Just roll the damage and see what you get. You also get sneak. Well, you wouldn't get sneak attack damage because you don't. It's a crit, not advantage. All right, that kills him. You hear the other werewolves howl out in anger.
Oh, are you mad?
It seems to penetrate through the darkness, almost to a supernatural kind of level.
Hmm. Well, I'm going to turn around and hit the other one with my short sword.
Okay. That misses.
Well. I guess that's how the cookie crumbles.
Alright. Loreleth having fully awoken now and having 2 werewolves right on her. She's going to go ahead and disengage from that.
Alright.
And then she's going to move.
Remember, you only have 15 feet of movement because you had to stand up.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can disengage over here next to me.
Yeah.
That'd be 15.
But you had to use half your movement to stand up.
Yeah, she'll move there. Draw her
Okay.
bow.
Okay.
As a bonus action, she will cast Hunter's Mark on Werewolf 3 there.
Okay.
And
Go for it.
then she will shoot. Let's see. been a while. Okay, here we go.
That hits.
Okay. Let me.
Okay. He takes that damage.
Okay. Then she'll do her second attack.
That hits. And he takes that damage.
And that damage too.
Okay. Alright, so they took all that.
Yep.
25 points of it. Cool.
And that's all she can do.
Okay. Werewolf 3 will charge you back down. Oh, sorry. And will claw at you. Miss. He will claw again. And hit. For 8 damage. Werewolf 2 will turn himself right way around again. And attack Eldor. Claw. And miss. And then he will try and bite you. And hit.
Oh boy.
2 damage. You're good.
Cool.
Yes. You're good. As you all are fighting, however, you see a tall being come running out of the woods. From the direction the werewolves came.
Okay.
Zoe, that's you. That is your turn.
She's muted.
You see a tall dragonborn female run out of the thick of the forest. A golden brown guitar ready before her as she gets ready to cast a spell. I'd like to cast the or use the mantle of inspiration.
Remind me what that does.
You can join the college, or you can maybe to a song of fey magic that imbues your allies with vigor and speed. As a bonus action, you can expend one use of your bardic inspiration to grant yourself a wondrous appearance. When you do so, choose a number of creatures you can see, and that can see you within 60 feet of you, up to a number equal to your charisma modifier, minimum of 1. Each of them gains 5 temporary hit points. When a creature gains these temporary hit points, it can immediately use its reaction to move up to its speed without provoking opportunity attack. Sorry, I know it's a wordy one.
Basically, they get temporary HP and can move without provoking opportunity. Okay. Roll to set the temporary HP. Oh no, it gains it flat. It's not a. Okay. It's all of them at 5. Okay, I can fix that. Does that include you?
Do I have
No.
to roll something for that?
Each of them gain. No, each of them just gain 5. Okay.
Alright, so she just just passionately strumming that guitar and casting an effect on everyone in the field.
How do you convey that to them?
They'll feel like this surge of power invigorate them, and from the sound of the music, they feel like they can move faster and hit harder.
Okay.
So basically, this magical musician just come running out of the woods in the middle of the night,
Just
playing
like,
starts playing.
Everyone is buffed. Yes.
Playing Bob Dylan's "All on the Watchtower."
Right. Part of it grants yourself a wondrous appearance. So this silver dragonborn comes out of the forest with these big magical-looking draconic wings, seemingly behind her, and it just gives everyone a buff.
She readied her guitar to cast a spell, and in my head, that's what she was using. A guitar gun. What?
Like from,
Yes!
Desperado.
Yes,
Oh.
it's gonna be a flashy bard.
Okay then.
It's a flashy bard.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
better
this
than the
song
ho-
kicks ass.
it's better than the holophoner from earlier.
As she's running, she says, "Don't give up," and that's when she casts the mantle of inspiration.
You still have a 30-foot movement if you'd like to use it. The running imp there did not use your movement speed.
Okay.
I will rule that you did not use your movement.
How do I see how far the distance is?
Each square is 5 feet. And you just basically...
So
you just
can only go like about here then.
10, 15,
In other
20.
words.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. You have one more square.
Okay.
Yep.
So
You're
they
good.
just see this Dragonborn in the distance suddenly
Like-
shouting words of encouragement to them and playing this guitar that casts magic over them that makes them feel stronger.
I'm liking this already. the hard rock Bob Dylan playing like Silver Dragon of I don't know what.
I wouldn't say it's hard rock, just intense acoustic guitar playing.
Intense acoustic.
It's like
Acoustic guitar intensifies.
it's like if Black Sabbath or something like that just put out an acoustic. Like if Tony Iommi is playing like an acoustic. It's like War Pigs on acoustic or something. Oh god. By the way, Dan, you need to post it in the Discord channel for everybody to see.
Oh boy, what?
Oh, I didn't. I put it in ours.
Yeah, you put it to me directly. By the way, Zoe, if you click on the cross swords up there, that will open up the combat tracker thing.
Uh-huh.
Whenever you're done, so you have it open, it'll say like combat tracker, right? And it'll show, like it'll show the party, and it'll show everybody's order. At the bottom, there's a little arrow. If you click down, it'll end your turn, and it will go to the next person. So whenever if you decide like, oh, I'm done my turn here, you can automatically cycle it to the next person.
Alright, so I just click on this
The little down arrow on the bottom left.
the arrow on the bottom left.
Mhm.
Oh, this thing's too long. I need to.
You can resize it if you go to the corner and drag. I guess I could put that over here for the viewer.
I'm
So-
trying to resize it. It's only letting me resize the side of it.
If you go to the corner of it.
Yeah, the bottom corner.
Bottom corner, specifically.
I can't get to the bottom corner because it's
If you
below
just
my task
click-
bar. Bar.
click the top of the window a little bit and move it up, you should be able to. You can drag the window up a bit. and get to
Yeah,
it.
or drag it down and you can shrink it down. Or no, you can't. Holy crap.
Okay, what do I do? Oh, I just moved it to the background.
Oops.
Oh. Why is it so big? I don't understand what's so big on your screen.
You can see it on my screen.
No. I was listening to how you was explaining it. It's like, oh. No, I cannot see anything on anybody's computers. Like,
No.
Okay,
I just don't understand why it's so
that
large.
wasn't better. So what does the button look like again?
It's a little arrow on the bottom, because you'll see like Werewolf 4, Foreth, Eldalar, Lorelith, World War 3, World War 2, Delphi? Your character.
Dali.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm horrible with pronunciations.
Oh, mine. Sorry, I thought you were describing someone else's name. Dafili.
Defili.
It's Dafili.
And you'll
Jelly.
see yours, and then below that you'll see like a little gray bar. It'll say like it'll have a down arrow, and on the right hand side it'll have round, whatever round it is, which is round 2. If the combat tracker's not too big. I will go ahead and end the round if we can work on that.
Okay.
I'll push it
Oh.
forward then.
There's a way for me to resize it. Okay, small size. There we go. Okay.
Yeah. I went ahead and sent it on up. So you see the little arrow thingy though?
The gold thing, or the
At the bottom left, the combat tracker.
Yeah, on the bottom left of the combat tracker,
Arrow
there should be a little
pointing out.
pointing arrow. So if you hover over it, it should say turn complete.
Turn
I
complete.
actually don't see one on my screen.
Do you see where it has the round counter?
I do not.
Round.
That's weird.
It's weird.
No,
Did I do it?
Yeah.
No. Wait. Yeah. Okay.
something.
It's something.
I tried to grab the chat box and move it, seeing if it was covering something.
Okay, you did something.
Did that work?
No. You just attacked with a claw, hybrid form only from Werewolf 2. I'm not sure how you did that.
Wait, what?
How did she? What?
I don't know.
I'm not used to this thing. This is new to me.
That's okay.
That's why we're doing
That's
this.
okay. We'll work on that after the session. We'll go through some more.
Okay.
I didn't know players could do that.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
Which it didn't actually do what it said it did, so it's not a big deal. But anyway, we'll work on that. Okay, Werewolf 4 will run up and attack. Werewolf 4 will run up and attack 4th, seeing the spot available there. Run up and swing with his claws and miss, and then he will attempt to bite and miss. 4th, you're up. You're now being attacked by the werewolf that's run to your side.
All right, so I number 4.
Mhm.
I will target it and
That's a hit. That's a big hit. That's a lot of damage.
I'm feeling spunky, and I'm going to try to use my great weapon master on.
Okay.
Spunkiness fails.
That was a...
Now in my turn.
Okay. Eldolari, you're up.
Eldlar will continue thrashing about with his blades wildly at this werewolf.
Okay. Hit. With 3 up with it. No, score of 2. Okay. Takes 7 points of damage.
Offhand.
Hit. It's 11 points of damage.
And that is my turn.
Alright, Lorelith, you're up.
Just remember, it has to make a con save on that
Yeah.
on its turn.
Yeah, which one was that? 2? Okay. Thank you for reminding me. Cool.
Does moving 5 feet provoke attack of opportunity?
Unless if you leave its range, it would.
Okay.
Because you didn't use your reaction when you had the opportunity. Remember?
I don't remember. But
Okay. I'm glad somebody was paying attention.
sorry.
Legitimately, 4 steps of combat ago. That's alright.
Sorry. The intense guitar music
Yeah.
distracted me.
Of course. Not surprising.
So I guess just disengage again.
Mm-hmm.
And,
If you'd like. Or you could stab it.
yeah. You know, fuck it. We'll man up, even though I'm a woman.
I mean, you have a short sword.
I know.
Or you could take the disadvantage and fire in close combat.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
Why? What's the happens? You're gonna miss. Big deal.
Whatever. Anyway, she's gonna drop her longbow, pull out her short sword, and
Stab the monster.
fiery determination in her eyes. Take a stab.
Okay.
Ugh. Oh, yeah. Whiff. Oh, she's
So
trying the upswing now. Fuck.
those are both misses.
It's okay, you tried.
Anything else you'd like to try?
Can I just try to roll out of the way?
into the fetal position and cry. That's your only option at this point. 3, in turn, will attack you back. And miss. And we'll try and claw again. And miss. Werewolf 2 will make a con save. Potentially. Do it, I'll roll it there. That fails. He takes 1d4 damage, right? 1d4
Yeah.
plus what?
I think it's just 1d4. Let me check.
Please do. It is 1d4 necrotic damage, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so he takes 2 points of damage. Cool. I could actually have you roll that, but whatever. Alright, and he will try and claw at you. And he will hit.
Oof.
For 6 damage, partially absorbed thanks to your 5 temporary HP. That actually worked. That's kind of neat.
Oh, nice.
And then he will try and bite into you. And miss. Tefili. The party is half surrounded and is being eaten by werewolves.
Okay, she's gonna run her full distance and use her action to cast another spell. Let me see if I can get unbury my. Oh, right, I can click that. Okay. One second. I'm still getting used to this, all of this format.
That's fine.
Where are my spells?
Under actions, if you scroll down to the bottom, you can see your spells.
Oh, thank you.
And there's also a mode and a display button, so you can like change it to how you want to see it. So you can see like if you go to actions.
Yeah. I was playing with that earlier to see what looks better to me.
Which one are you trying to use?
From this distance, can I tell if any of them look badly injured?
Laura looks a little hurt. Adelar looks somewhat hurt. So the rogue looks kind of hurt.
There's a party sheet you can look at. The eye with the 3 people in the top right corner. You can click that. It shows you everybody's relative HP.
So he's only a little hurt, not a lot.
You can see it has a. If you click the eye, it'll have a little health bar.
Okay.
It's just a health bar.
That's at the very top right of the screen.
Okay, I'm gonna pause my guitar playing for just a moment to point at the. How do I indicate that? To point out the werewolf that's right next to the rogue, and I'm gonna say, "Hey!" to get his attention. You dropped your smile, and cast hideous laughter.
Okay, so what you want to do is hold down Control and left-click the werewolf you want, and that'll cause it to target.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay, and then on hideous laughter, click that dice, and it will. The werewolf failed. Okay. Which means or fall prone, so it is now officially prone.
Yes, and with my bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on the rogue.
Okay, so unclick the werewolf, so Control left-click the werewolf again, and then click the rogue, and then you can cast Healing Word. Yes. And Adelar gets 7 points back. And it automatically updates his character sheet with that 7 hit points. And if you notice on the party sheet, his health bar went back up.
I don't know how to check that, but I'll take your word for it. There's
top
just
right
a
of
lot
the
of
screen.
stuff I'm not used to.
I understand.
Yeah. So like you had the party sheet up, and you can see like it'll say Eldalar, it'll say Forth, it'll say Lorelith, and it'll say.
It just has the. It doesn't say like in numbers how much it is. It's just the bar of how full it is.
All right. Since I have to say something with Healing Word, I'm saying you can do this. Just being very supportive of these strangers.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
Yes, the random Dragonborn has informed you that you will be okay.
After making the werewolf in front of you crack up in laughter.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to do?
That is all I can do, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever get the combat tracker fixed?
What?
The combat tracker? The
be able
crossed
to
swords?
click The...
I don't see any swords on here.
Okay, up on the
the
right hand
top right.
side. Like you look on the right hand side in that big column.
top right of the screen where there's like 10 buttons.
Oh, in the upper right.
Yes.
There's like 2 crossed swords.
Okay, that opened the combat tracker.
There
What
you
do
go.
I do?
Click the down arrow on the bottom
On the very
left
bottom?
of the window.
Okay, all right. I see you now.
Yeah, and the
then
party.
next to
Yeah, go ahead.
that, next to that cross swords is the like letter I with the 3 people or whatever. That's the party sheet.
Yeah.
You click on that.
It's information, basically.
To the right of the combat thing.
Lowercase I. Oh,
Yeah, it's very top right. So
It looks like the information symbol. Like
okay. It may take me some time to get used to all of this. Sorry.
it's all right.
It'd be fine.
Well, at least
So,
now I
yeah.
can see. Like, I can just check on you guys with this to see
Yeah.
how you're doing on health.
I don't know how much of that information you can actually see, because like I can see y'all's entire inventory from that screen, by the way.
It just shows us like the race and class,
Yeah.
AC and
Ability scores.
stuff.
Mhm. All right. Fourth, you will be attacked again, and miss, auto miss. He will attempt to bite you, and hit, doing 7 points of damage, partially absorbed. And you feel something come over you.
Oh.
So
Is it the same tingly sensation I had with the vampire?
yeah, kind of, sort of.
Oh jeez.
He's got the itis.
It's very, very similar.
That's
Fourth, you're up.
Well, I'm gonna swing.
Okay.
Wow, I really don't like hitting with this, and I'm gonna try it one more time, and I'm not gonna do it again.
Take a guess. That'd be a miss. Edelar, you're up. The werewolf in front of you has fallen flat and is having this kind of weird convulsion things. You aren't sure what to make of it.
I'm gonna stab him on the ground.
You have advantage. That's a hit. Wow, you rolled a 6 with advantage. Good job.
Nice.
Yay.
That's a 15. That's a good number.
He takes 19 points of damage. It's somewhat hurt.
And the offhand.
26. I believe you hit. Yep. And it's still wounded. Does that stack?
It does.
That's right. I can't remember if it does or not. Yeah. Yes, okay. Okay, cool. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Here it is.
Lorelith, you're up.
There we go.
Things didn't go well last time.
That's
You hit it.
Good job.
Yes, that, and then...
Alright. So as you cut into it, you notice it only takes some of that damage. It doesn't seem to really... It seems to regenerate some of the damage that you did to it.
Alright.
Make a nature check.
Okay, let's see. Why couldn't I see nature?
Alright. You know that werewolves are resistant to things that are not magical and or silvered.
Right.
Mhm.
Would I be able to do a second attack if I switched weapons?
Sure, I'll say you could switch.
Alright. she'll quickly sheath her sword and then pick up her bow and fire.
Go for it.
It's at a disadvantage, right? Because I'm in melee.
Yes, you're in melee.
Disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Just checking. Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
It rolled it first, so it wouldn't have mattered. You'd have failed the sword attack anyway. But if that makes you feel any better.
Well.
Anything else?
Screw it. She's just going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. She's just going to move up here.
Okay. Werewolf 3 will attack you.
Of course. Of course he would.
He's going to claw at you. And hit. And you feel...
Ooh.
You feel your back being slashed as you step away. Or your chest, whichever way you're running. I don't know if you're running backwards or running forwards.
Probably my back, yeah. She's probably turned around. And...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
That's all I can do.
By the way, that did absorb your temporary HP, but it doesn't help. But it does help.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Better than that.
I'll end the turn then. Number 3 will not chase after you, though. He will turn and attack Lorelith. Or, I'm sorry, Eldalar.
It's like, what the hell?
He will attack Eldalar from behind. And hit. And Eldalar, you feel 2 claw strikes across your back.
Ow, dick.
Okay, so you missed that one. I'll do it again. Alright, you missed both of them. Okay, so you feel him slash you the first time. It doesn't seem to work the second time. The other one will attack you. You ought to miss. That should have been advantage. But there it goes. I missed both times, so it doesn't matter. Okay. What the hell? Screw it, whatever. Somehow I've screwed. Oh, he's prone. Duh, idiot.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot this one was prone. So he will use his movement to stand up, so he's no longer prone. Oh, I forgot something very important. Werewolf number 2 needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, yes.
He fails. Would you please roll 2d4 damage?
Yeah. Is there a specific thing I have to do?
Just pick up 2 dice and roll on him.
Alright.
Take up 2 dice and drop it on his character. His model.
Oh, whoops. 4 damage.
Okay. Alright, so he takes that. He failed to attack you. Defili, it is your turn. You see the werewolf in front of you get up. You also see that Eldalar is bleeding again. You see Lorelith has taken some damage, but beyond that, they seem okay. What would you like to do?
Wait, whose turn is it?
Yours.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, Alright, I'm gonna move right here. And...
Okay.
Let me adjust the screen so I can see more of the field.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration on... Hold on, how do I do this again? this guy. Sorry, I'm still learning. So I'm giving him bardic inspiration by saying, "Leave nothing but corpses."
You should untarget me first.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, I
sorry.
don't know if.
Huh?
Plot twist: where are the corpses?
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't think Bardic Inspiration has an ability. Like, it doesn't have like a spell, so it's fine. I'll just have to remember that. So, fourth, you have Bardic Inspiration for the next 10 minutes.
Cool. What does it actually give?
It lets you hold on to a 1d6 inspiration dice that you can use on any saving throw or attack or damage, I think.
Yes. You can use it on an ability, attack, saving throw.
Yeah.
One ability check, attack roll, or saving throw is made. The creature can wait
You don't
until...
use it immediately, though. You can hold on to it for a bit, if you so choose.
Gotcha.
Basically, you can use it before... You can use it after you roll, but before I tell you whether or not it's a fail or success. So just remember that.
Gotcha.
Anything else? Defealy? Anything else?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot I needed to do this.
That's alright.
This thing? Yeah.
Yes, that's yours.
Oh, no, wait.
Good. Alright, so...
Oh, right, I could do more things than just bardic. I was gonna attack the werewolf, actually, but I forgot about that. Sorry.
Go ahead and make your turn then. I will let you...
Since I already... Okay.
I can fix it. Don't worry.
I apologize. This
It's
whole
okay.
layout is a bit confusing. for
Make
me.
sure you target the werewolf.
Yeah, stop attacking fourth before you do.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
attack.
let me give you my expression, and now let me stab you in the head. Trust me, that happens a lot more often than you think.
Actually, since that one is kind of flanked, I'm going to attack this one instead with my breath weapon, which is
which
a cold 15-foot cone.
Which
And then
one?
make a con save. The one that I'm pointing at.
I cannot see that.
Number 4.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you could see it. It's number 4.
Okay, so you want to do just that one, I assume, right?
Yes, because I don't want to attack my party member who's between them.
Okay. Okay, so you're just gonna take that one. It's how much damage? I gotta have the weapon works. I don't. Abilities.
It just says breath weapon, cold 15-foot cone, con save. It's a special move. The breath weapon of a dragonborn.
Mhm.
I don't.
As I'm checking on here, I gotta.
Okay, I'm not sure how much damage it's supposed to do.
Okay, let me see. Class.
Sorry, I keep having to make you look up things.
It's fine. You're a race. You're a dragonborn.
It's part of the experience.
Mm-hmm. Breath weapon. Okay. So you have ability. Okay. DC saving throws 8 plus your Constitution modifier plus your efficiency bonus, which is 1 plus 3. I think. Yeah, 1 plus 3, so 4, so 12. Creature takes 2d6 on a failed save and half damage on assess. The creature is increased to 3d6 at 3rd level. Okay. So I will make it's con save for the werewolf number 4. Okay. Werewolf number 4 will make a con save. That succeeds, so what you're going to do is take 3d6 dice, right click them, and then drop them on and then you're going to hover your mouse over top of the werewolf to where it pops up the werewolf number 4. So you'll have up 3 dice, so you hold them down, like the d6, then right click, you get 3 of them, and then hold over where it says werewolf 4, and then drop that on him.
So I just hover 3d6 and then what do I do?
Just drop it in the chat, actually, because he doesn't. I'll have to put your breath weapon in there, so just drop it in the chat. Because I remember, like, it won't actually take the half damage for it, so I'll just have to do that myself.
Did it go through?
No. Make sure you drop it on the bottom. You'll see the little line there. Just drop it in the chat channel. Drop it in the chat. There you go. So he takes 3 damage. Okay, so he's a little less happy. He's now a little frosty.
partially frosty.
Sort of. He's got a fur coat on though, so he's not that bad.
Okay.
And that's everything, right? The werewolf is not all that concerned about the slight bit of cold, as being he is a werewolf, so he has fur. And he will attempt to claw at fourth again. And hit. And take 8 points of damage. And then he will attempt to claw again. And miss. Fourth, you're up. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright.
Please.
That was
Okay, so you can feel
Wait, I can use a 6 on that, right?
you 1d6. All right.
12.
So you begin to feel a rage kind of overcoming you, but it begins to subside as you succeed on your saving throw. Only just. So you now make your actions.
Oh, still at number 4.
Mm-hmm. Hit. Okay, so it takes some damage. As you said, a fire after it's been frozen. You hit again. It takes 21 points of damage. By the way, Great Webmaster would have been great there, wouldn't it?
Right, like it's crazy. When I use it, I don't get it. But what?
Anything else?
I be
Okay, Adelar, you're up.
Gonna keep on swinging.
Keep driving that rail, buddy. Mr. John Henry over here. Hit. All right, it takes 13 points of damage.
Offhand.
That's a hit.
Shit.
Takes 7 points of damage.
You can add another D4 to that thing.
If he doesn't make his con save.
Yeah.
Lorlith, you're up.
Alright. I guess this bonus action will cast Ensnaring Strike. Let's see, hang on a sec. Yeah, we'll do it, fuck it. And she's going to attack again. Man.
Okay, hit.
Okay, I'm gonna do the damage out as normal. Let's see here. Oh, that didn't do it, did it? Shit.
It did.
Awkward throw.
Yeah, it did. It did. So I took it. It took that damage. Okay.
There we go. And
You did it right.
That's Ensnaring Strike.
It failed.
Okay, and so it is
Restrained.
Restrained, yeah. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong fucking spell. I'm like, why does it say all this weird shit on it? Oh. Yeah. And
1d6 piercing damage.
yeah, on its turn.
I got it.
Attack again. Okay.
I took care of the ensnaring and the thing. Okay.
Okay.
Hit.
Okay. And then,
Did you have advantage because it's restrained?
Yeah. And then. Oops. Fuck, I forgot to add Hunter's Mark damage.
Just roll Hunter's Mark damage then.
Okay.
I'll just add on. 26, ain't it?
Yeah. Something like that.
Okay. Go deal. Alright, it takes 4 points of damage. As it is still restrained. How does that work? Does it make a... Let me see something.
Huh?
Snaring strike. Alright. Rainbow vines or that can touch the creature. Usually extra strength check. Alright, it will use its strength check to try and get out of that.
Okay.
As it is not happy about this.
Yep. DC 14.
Was it a check or is it a save? That matters.
Strength check.
Yeah, it's a check.
Strength check.
Okay. So it will make a strength check. It's free.
Fucking hell.
I mean, it's a werewolf. Come on, let's be honest.
I know. But still, it rolled amazingly well.
Yeah, and it will. And this werewolf will attempt to claw at Adelar again and hit.
What did I do to you?
And he will scratch, and he will do it again, and miss.
Oh, yeah,
Werewolf number
right, I killed your
2
friend.
must make a Constitution saving throw. What's the DC?
15.
And he succeeds.
Well,
As you can see, he succeeded.
yeah.
He ain't happy. So he's going to try and bite your throat. And miss. And he will do it again. And miss. Feely, you're up.
The feeling. All right. Okay, I'm seeing that Eldalar looks pretty rough, so I'm going to. Let me see how close I can get. That's. Oh, he's really close, actually.
Yeah, he's like, I mean, you could. Where are you trying to get?
I'm gonna move right next to him and cast Cure Wounds, which I believe I have to touch him in order to cast. So I stop playing my music and lay a hand on his arm, and he feels this wave of comforting magic start to mend his injuries.
Okay. One thing. What level are you casting that at?
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Are you casting it at first level?
Yes.
Okay. I was gonna ask because when you go to cast it at other levels, you just want to right click. You want to hold down the if you're gonna do it third level, you'd hold it down and then right click twice to add the extra dice. Oh, and I realized it doesn't actually automatically put in the little circles. You have to actually add them yourself. I thought it did that itself. Oh.
Wait, so I'd have to right-click it twice if I wanted.
If you're gonna do third level, because every level it adds an extra die, right? So you just
one die per level.
Right before you throw the dice.
Yeah, you just right click, and then it throws it.
Yeah.
Okay. After this, I'll probably practice using or fighting in this to be better next time.
Yeah, it's fine. That's why I wanted to ask before you threw it, and it's like, oh, it's one die. It's like you're trying to do it fourth level, which would be a lot.
You cut out.
Yeah, you cut out majorly there.
I said I want to make sure you didn't just throw one die and think, oh, I want to do that third level, because that would change. All right, anything else?
So that it worked. It healed him.
Yes.
Let me check.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also going to follow by using. I'm actually going to cast Sleep on the werewolf right next to me.
Sleep works by going from.
I think I have to use my or I have to use my instruments to charge as a spellcasting focus.
Well, see, it goes from sleep works by basically it's like an AOE effect basically, and it goes from the creature with the lowest HP and working its way up. So you would roll 5d8. You would roll 5d8 at first. The creatures roll 5d8, or 5d8, or if you want to cast it second, it's 7d8. If you want to cast it third level, it's 9d8. You had 2d8 every level. And then it starts by going in okay, let's say you roll 5d8 and you say you roll all 8s. Well, that's 40 HP. You would apply 40 HP worth of sleep to the first werewolf, whoever has the lowest HP. And however it takes off, it goes down. Say it's 20. You have 20 HP left, it goes to the next one. And if you get it?
Okay, so I'll cast it with the second level spell.
Okay.
I think they'll probably have a better chance of working on all of the werewolves that are left.
Okay.
Actually, I'll go ahead and fuck it, I'm gonna try it with the third level spell slot.
Okay. So pick up your D8 and then just click till you get 9 of them.
Pick up the D8.
Yes.
Is that the third from the left?
That is 4 from the left. It's the one beside the D6.
So like a diamond looking thing almost.
So the second from the left?
Second from third from the right. So it's the one to the left of the D6.
Oh,
Yeah,
that one.
it's
Okay.
left of the D6,
Yeah.
yeah.
How many times do I right click it?
If you're casting at third level, you're casting with 9d8.
9 of them? Ooh,
Yes.
So
Okay.
right click 8 times.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay.
And then throw that in chat.
Boom.
30 points. Okay. So unconscious. That leaves 22 or leaves 26. That one goes unconscious. Yes, that one goes unconscious. So you knock all of them unconscious.
Alright, now she casts this. She starts strumming
Like
this guitar
roboting
very
hard.
softly and just whispers, like, sleep. And then they all just drop.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
yes,
fun
that's
playing
right.
the bard.
So they are now unconscious. Anything else you'd like to do? I don't know if you have any actions or anything like that left. So
Remember that attacking them will wake them up, so make your attacks count.
they're unconscious. They're prone. So they all fall prone. They all fall unconscious, which means they're automatically advantaged.
Do they auto crit?
Let me check. I'm going to check on that real quick before we get started. Because they're going to be unconscious and prone. And hang on, let me put the prone effect on there, and that will, because they all fall unconsciously down. And you all can just make your rolls. It should automatically affect that. So, if you want to end your turn. So, if you would like to end your turn.
Oh, I am actually able to do something else, aren't I? I have a bonus action still. No?
You cast 2 spells, so no. You used one for your action to cast.
Oh, right, I did cast 2 spells.
Yeah,
Wait.
so you cast both your action.
Was I able to do that?
Is one a bonus and one a standard action?
I don't know.
What spells?
One was
I was
sleep.
thinking I could cast with my bonus action, but
One was cure wounds.
oh, I was thinking of healing word as being the bonus action, but I used cure wounds instead.
Ooh.
Okay. We'll let that go for this round.
Sorry.
You are out of abilities at this point. It's like, I don't think there's anything else outside of movement.
Okay, I'll do one less action on my next turn then to make up for it.
No.
I'll just have a bonus.
It's probably not gonna matter. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
It's most likely not gonna matter.
I'm trying not to abuse my power or power play.
I wasn't paying attention to what these spells speeds were. Mm-hmm. So that's your turn. Werewolf 4 is unconscious. Fourth, you're up.
So is it auto hits or auto crit?
I'm looking.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make this so much harder.
No, it's perfectly.
It's a learning experience.
I don't remember. I just Constitution conditions 220 290. It's a thing I don't pay enough attention to. All right. Incapacitated. An incapacitated creature cannot take action or reactions. Grappled, defended, blinded, restrained, prone. A prone creature's only movement option is to crawl unless it stands, thereby ending it. In the condition, the creature has a disadvantage on attack rolls. The attack roll against the creature has advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. Otherwise, the attack roll has disadvantage. So, ranged. Unconscious. An unconscious creature is incapacitated. Cannot move, speak, or is unaware. Creature drops whatever it's holding and falls prone. The creature automatically fails strength. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit. If they're within 5 feet.
So okay, so I'm going to first attack with advantage.
I don't know if you got a click advantage because You
I went
hit.
ahead and
And it should auto critted. It does show it critted. Yeah. So it critted.
oh no, I didn't roll enough dice for it.
4d6? Yeah. Oh.
No, yeah. Hold on, let me throw some more dice in there.
Too late. The creature's dead. You killed it.
I'll walk over to this.
I don't know how you do
Buffing
crit.
the hell out of this party.
Well, don't matter now.
Dice Bukaki.
And for a bonus action, since I've killed something, I will walk over here. I will say thank you, my and attack this.
He gives you a nod, but understands not to distract you too much.
Oh no, I did miss that one.
Yeah. You would have hit if you didn't use wearwolf fighting. I guess Edelar's getting the glory on this one.
Yeah. It's like, damn.
Congratulations, Edelar.
First, Edelar is going to rotate to orient himself correctly. Then he's just going to jam the rapier into his head.
Okay, that hits.
And
Go
just
ahead,
hold
roll
down control
all your damage.
Sneak attack.
Hold control? Is it hold control?
Yep, hold
Shift.
control.
Or control.
Is it shift or control? It's one of the two.
Control.
Okay. I don't know.
And no, that wasn't enough dice.
Well, try it again. Roll with shift.
And
There we go. It's shift.
I did with control.
oh,
See, like that, right?
No. You rolled the second one was a crit. It was an automatic crit, so
Oh,
you
so
got
it
all.
is shift. I'm sorry.
and
All right. It's been dead for 10 minutes, guys. It had 4 HP. It would have died to the
Dice
wound.
Bukaki. There we go.
She spat on it. Yeah.
He's all the dice.
It would have died a while back when you all. It would have died from the wound had it not survived its con save. Because it only had 4 HP. It was the healthy. It was the least healthy one of the entire bunch.
Alright.
Collectively, they only had 24 HP left. So, what? No biggie. No, it had 30 HP left. So you actually rolled enough to yeah, because it was 20 plus 4 plus 6. So it's 20. You all now have a pack of dead werewolves in front of you. Your sleep has been interrupted, but, you know.
Yeah. She'll take a moment to catch her breath, and she'll walk over.
Who are you who shreds guitar?
Thank you for your help. It was not an ideal situation.
Hold on, I need to raise the volume a little. I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry.
Not your fault. Alright, say it again.
She says, "Thank you for your help. That situation wasn't ideal at all." And she'll walk over to Foreth and inspect his wound from the werewolf.
She nods to you and looks a little bit nervous, but also like elated from the watching you all fight the werewolves and being so close to the action. There's no problem. I'm glad I could help.
What's your name?
Duffy the Youngsel. What are you called?
My name is Loreleth. Loreleth Beatrice.
Oh, what a pretty name. It's lovely, really.
Loreleth smiles. Thank you. This here is Foreth. Foreth Woodthrone, I believe.
Wood thrown, yes. As I
Nice.
smile, as I pry out some of their, what are they, canines to put in a.
Mm-hmm. And then over there, that is Eldalar. He licks it all.
At your service.
Yes. we have one more with us, but he's back in NoHo dealing with some other things. But he'll catch up to us later. By the way, what are you doing all the way here in Shamrock's Grove? Might I ask?
Oh, yes. She looks around kind of nervously, like she's being followed almost. I was just on a no, that's a lie. I'm sorry. I was being chased. I'm not okay right now. But I was being attacked, and I had to do something.
It looks a little confounded at what she says. It says, chased by whom?
She like becomes more self-conscious and like moves a little closer to the trees for cover as she looks around. You know, the hunters.
And finally, it seems like something clicks in Lorla's head and says, "Ah, yes, of course. You being your kind."
She lifts her
Yes.
hood like over her horn self-consciously. Yes. Yes.
I see.
She looks at Eldrar and he sees that he's like injured, or sorry, Loreleth, and sees that she's still injured and says, "Do you want me to heal you?"
Are you talking to Eldela or are you talking to Lorla?
Loreleth.
Ah,
Sorry,
okay.
I got the name wrong.
Mm. Well, you seem nice enough. Sure.
He gets
I
this stupid
suppose
little
I
smile
could
when you say
save.
that.
I could save this potion of mine. But I think we might need to tend to something with Foreth. Yeah. That werewolf got you pretty nasty.
Sorry, you cut out a little. What did you say?
Oh, sorry. I was saying, did you hear me earlier when I was like, yes, so I don't have to use my potion or something like that? I forget exactly what I said.
Oh, it was after that.
Okay,
I-
okay. Alright. But she points to Forth. I noticed he took quite a bite from that werewolf. You might need to look at it as she looks at the bite.
It's no worse than the vampire bite.
Yes. Well, might want to be worried about disease,
Oh dear.
but I have.
Giant werewolf.
Ignore the werewolf. I'm working on something. Y'all continue on.
Like, suddenly all the bodies merge into one bigger werewolf.
But I'm going to do this just to satisfy
They're
my
all just
own
standing on each other's
concern.
shoulders.
But I'm going to do this to satisfy my own concern. And she's going to pull out the Kyotom's ointment and use on the bite wound and forth. Should hopefully take care of any
If
horrible
pardon
things.
my interruption, but if you're worried about disease, I have lesser restoration.
Yeah, well, I suppose that would work out better. Okay.
Here, allow me to help. She
Stand
moves towards him to. Why does it keep toggling me when I'm
I
not
don't know.
touching?
I'm doing it. I'm sorry. There.
Okay.
How do I clear effects,
Alright.
by the way?
Effects. You can go to. You can go to your effects section, and there should be a little thing. I can do it.
Okay. Because I have no idea how to do it.
I'll have to try and get the entire breath weapon ready because like it doesn't want to do the roll con save thing. So I'll figure that one out after the fact.
Okay.
I'm spending a second level spell slot to cast lesser restoration.
Okay.
Because it's a level 2 spell.
Okay. Give yourself invisibility. I'm unsure how.
Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. Damn it.
I was like,
They're
well, that's
vanished.
not.
Oh, what the heck?
I was like, that's not quite restoration. I mean, it's close.
That wasn't what I was trying to do.
I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it.
Standard preparation. There isn't really a button for this.
There's not, because restoration is just because it's not an effect.
So I don't have to roll for it? I just cast it?
You just cast it. I'll take care of it.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes that simpler.
Some things like that are not they're not scripted into the system, because how do you script it into the system? Because it's like, it does different things.
Yeah.
So, alright, so Fourth is invisible. So Forrest vanishes into nothingness.
No. Okay, I guess I accidentally cast ability. I am so sorry. Please let me try that again. And she cast lesser restoration.
That's fine.
The invisibility will wear off. Gives a little sheepish smile.
Oh, man. Why does it not? It's so weird. I'll have to fix that. Alright, I'll have to work on it later. Alright, so you cast Lesser Restoration. The poison that seems to have been forcing through your veins has seemed to disappear. You no longer feel that burning rage sensation that you were feeling earlier. And you seem to be okay now.
Yes, and you're no longer invisible since I cast magic again on you.
Congratulations, you're no longer invisible. Statement of the year. I will delete the werewolf now, by the way.
Okay. Just ignoring the giant werewolf in the room.
Yes, it is gone.
Oh.
So you all now stand in the darkness, having a conversation in the middle of the forest.
Yes.
Mhm.
As you do in D&D.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you do now?
Well, Loreleth will try to recover some of her arrows real quick.
Okay.
So let's see, perception, because I almost forgot about that.
I look at Eldalar and I was like, the one time I forget to cast alarm, we get attacked.
You get your arrows back, by the way.
That figures, right?
Yes, what about that, Eldlar? How come you didn't wake us up sooner?
I wasn't sure what was out there.
Well, that's just kind of shakes head.
Defili is looking at Lorelei, noticing that she still has like scratches on her, and she kind of fingers the guitar a little bit for a little melody, and lifts her hand as she says, "Don't forget about yourself, love," and casts healing word.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're certainly more pleasant than the last Dragonborn we encountered.
Actually, since healing word, I think if I can cast it on a second or third level spell slot, I can do more with that. So I'm gonna use my second level spell slot for that.
Okay.
Does she roll or do I roll?
I roll.
Okay.
You make sure you're targeting whoever you're casting that on before you do that.
Yeah.
Starting to learn.
That's fine.
And since it's below, it must be this button. Oh wait, but it's 2 because I'm using the second level spell slot. So that's 10.
Yeah.
I healed her for 10 damage. 10 health points.
Alright.
I healed her with damage.
You rolled.
I'm not sure that's how that works.
You circle back around.
Honestly, I don't know what we would have done had you not. Certainly, waiting for Ferdinand to catch up with us would probably be our best option.
I suppose so.
It wasn't any trouble, really.
Right.
Regardless, we are grateful for it.
She smiles at you and it looks like pleased with how you've taken it, especially seeing.
As keyboard typing on C's.
I'm sorry. Continue on.
It's alright.
I will make myself. Y'all continue on.
So how much do you know about this grove?
I know that it's very dangerous in these parts, as you've seen today.
Yes, very much so. I was hoping to have found help back in NoHo. But no one's, I suppose, brave enough.
She looks at you with this thought just dawned on her, and she's like, "Would you care to have some extra help? It seems that you weren't quite prepared for this mission. Not to insult your party by any means, but
Lilith
the
chuckles a
appearance of
little bit.
werewolf certainly wasn't did either."
Yes, we may have been a bit hasty, but with where we're going, very fraught with danger, as you already know. Simply put, we're not sure if we're even going to make it back, but we've got to.
Well, worry not. I will tag along and assist you on your journey. If that is all right.
Lorla smiles, says, "Thank you. I appreciate your tenacity."
She just gives a toothy smile.
But for now, I think we should probably rest up.
Yes, I agree.
That sounds like a plan.
I suppose we can keep you hidden from those who pursue you, if they haven't already decided to stop chasing you.
I can conceal myself. I'll keep a little from you, however, just in case.
I see.
I guess we need to introduce you to Xander, our work hand. He takes care of our horses and mules.
He sounds delightful.
Does Xander say anything?
I don't know. Xander is a very young guy who we paid
Yeah.
just to follow.
Xander will look intimidated by the fact that there's a dragonborn and kind of concerned by the factors. He just watched you murder 4 werewolves and a dragonborn packing a guitar, and will seem to be very unable to speak because.
He was just sitting there and watched the whole thing.
Well, he was kind of more hiding behind the wagon.
Right.
Wait, who's Xandar?
Oh.
Xander? Whatever?
He's about a 12-year-old boy who tends the carts and gets paid.
Yeah.
Oh.
He is their hireling. He is a
Okay.
hireling, essentially.
She turns to see the boy and she's like, "Oh, hello there. I didn't see you there. Are you alright?"
He responded, I will be fine. Thank you for your concern. That was rather alarming to see werewolves out of nowhere.
Oh, don't worry. If anything happens, just come with us and we will protect you. She gives a little soft strum on her guitar to kind of lighten the mood.
Laura will kind of lean over to Forth and say, "I do feel kind of guilty bringing him here."
He's seen demons and undead. And the boy knows his way around a sword. He may have me to thank for that, but I think he'll be fine.
Bear in mind, he actually didn't see a whole lot of demons. Remember, y'all left him outside? Just saying. He didn't see the demons, remember? He was outside.
That's right. This dude just
Yeah,
sits
he's
outside and
watching.
sleeps everything off.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of your adventures have been underground. He did get to see you almost get killed by the guards.
Yeah.
He's actually seen you break more laws than fight like demons and monsters.
It sounds like my character is going to be a good addition to this party.
Going to be interesting. I mean, we will see. And then, but with that, you all, is there anything you all would like to do?
Meditate.
Met camp.
Make camp again. Okay. You all can rest. You all turn in. You pull the wagon in again and kind of hide. Do you want to do anything before you make camp?
I guess I need to cast my alarms. Since
Alright.
I can
Yeah,
do
you
it
do
4
that.
times, I am putting us in a good square.
Alright, so you cast alarm. And as you sleep, the night passes uneventfully. And that is... Go ahead.
I mean, I was thinking of casting something. Let me check really quick if it does what I think it does, though, before I do.
What's that?
Okay. Yeah, what's the spell you're thinking? Cast?
That's concerning.
Yeah. I'm like,
Oh no, I didn't get that one after all. I got the other one. Never mind.
Okay. Alrighty, you all turn in, and you get a night's rest. And we're going to call that a session there.
Okay.
All right.
So they're taking a long rest.
I suspect you all are, yes.
Okay.
I went through and did the long rest thing, don't worry about it.
yep. So,
It automatically restored. I can click a little button and it'll restore all your stuff.
Alright. I was just gonna say for role playing purposes that she would like disguise herself while she went to sleep in case anything saw her.
Okay.
She has her disguise spell, but it doesn't really matter because it'll just be restored.
What was disguise only lasts for an hour anyway.
They're in a long rest, so yeah.
yeah.
Alright. And that is the
I have
session.
All right.
I have the disguise kit in case we need to do more long-term.
Yeah.
Well, guess who also.
Yeah.
Say what?
Not the only one, boy.
The,
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
she-
nice.
Sleep using her disguise kit. That's right.
the continually hunted person probably has a disguise kit, just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Makes